There we go. Welcome, Darren.
Hi.
You look well rested. You look well rested and pretty chilled there.
Yeah.
Ready to start the engine back up.
Indeed. Yeah. Wouldn't mind another week off, but never mind.
Yeah. Well, you got to be grateful for what you get, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, my name's Brian Knight and I live near Melbourne in Australia, and it's just turned 5:30 in the morning on a Monday for me. And for Darren, it's probably a Sunday evening sometime.
Yeah, 8:30 Sunday evening. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're going to have, I suppose, in the next few weeks, we're going to have some time changes occur. We, England and US will, at some different times, I think, will come off daylight saving and we'll go on daylight saving. Yeah. We do that at the start of October, whatever the end of September, start of October is.
Yeah.
So we'll work out anyway. We'll make this time for me slightly different. That's all.
Yeah.
Right. Let's just share screen here to start with. And I just want to put this disclaimer up there just for people so they know. And it's just a welcome to this analysis session. It is analysis, educational, but certainly, it can also be beneficial if you want. We'll see how we go. There is a full risk disclosure and a little bit about us as live session traders. If I just show my C trader, this is the current trades that I'm in. UJ, GBP USD, there's actually three: Singapore Japanese yen, Euro CAD, an AUD CAD, which is going nowhere, a CAD J, which is ripped off in the right direction, and then there's an AUD CAD as in a long term. There's the NZD USD and AUD USD. There's no euros that I got in there, and only the one lot of GBP USDs. Orders that are currently in place. There is a buy for Euro JPY, but it's 115. You can see it's 115 pips away from the order. There is a Euro NZD for a buy, and that's 228 pips from the order. So wrong direction. But, well, what it shows, though, is if you have a forecast and you put an order in place related to the high lows or whatever you will talk about in a while, and it doesn't trigger it, then you haven't lost anything. Basically, you're still sort of sitting in that range. Yeah, does that make sense? I also have a sell on NZD USD, and that's 20 pips away from triggering. Good evening, Tom. Good to see you.
Hi.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
That's good. And then I also have a sell for UCAD, which is 40 or so pips away from triggering. Okay, so we'll look at those, particularly I can look at those four anyway from an order perspective, and we'll see whether I continue those orders or not. Yeah, or I can adjust those orders maybe. Yeah, adjust them to tighten them up. So Euro JPY, Euro NZD, NZD USD, and UCAD. And there may be more that we'll look at this week. Oh, welcome, Helen. Oh, good evening to you. So.
Hello. Hi, everyone. Hello,
yeah.
Tom.
Darren. How are you, Helen? Has life settled down a little bit for you?
Just a little bit.
Just a little. Has it got cooler?
Oh, definitely, yes. Yes.
Yeah, well, it's definitely got warmer here. So, yeah. Right. Now, you can see trading. If you look, I'll just show you again. So these are some orders that are in place. These are distances from triggering, and these are my current positions on all the trades that I'm currently in. They are all positive at this point in time and at the end of the trading week. Okay. Good evening, Paul. Good to see you. Yeah. Yeah, just got him. Mozzie. Okay. So, so that's where we are positive at the moment. They pull back, go up, down, whatever, but I'm just not too concerned about where they're at. So we'll go across now onto the charts. Let me just do that and then go across here. So first, I suppose, questions, feedback, your experiences, direction, what's going on? I see David Cahn's talking about silver bullet and doing stuff. Paul's into indices now. So it's like, what's happening? Because I'm just focusing on this one thing.
I've been focusing on this and also trying a little bit of silver bullet, just because it's such a nice, short window of time to see that that works.
Yeah, it's first thing in the morning for you in the UK. Is it? Or
well, there's three windows. There's 8 till 9 UK time, 3 till 4, and 7 till 8.
Oh, so it's sort of like pre-Sydney, pre-London, pre-New York, is it?
Sort of, yes. Those are the times they specify. So I'm just trying the 8 till 9 in the morning one, which I think is, for me, that's a really nice time. If you can get your trades done then.
Pre-London Open. Okay, no worries. All right. Anybody else's experiences? Darren, Paul, Tom, what's going on? I know, Paul, you were trying out a demo, a small account, live account that you've been.
Yeah.
So where's your head with it at the moment?
Good. Because it's only a small account and the money's immaterial on that.
Yeah.
Being such small accounts, I closed all the trades out last week, Brian. All in profits.
That's good.
Yeah, and there's only like £100 in this account.
And
and it was like £6, £4, £5, so it's like 6%, 4%, 5% on every trade. Yeah.
Wow. And the question I suppose I'll ask, because that's a percent, we just talk percentages. I'm not worried about the amount of the account, as you said. But how long were you in some of those trades?
I was telling Darren yesterday, I did intend going through them to check that out, but some just a few days.
Okay.
No more than a couple of weeks at the most.
Great. Okay.
A couple of weeks of working days,
Lovely to have a percentage of that. And it's been a very relaxed way of doing it, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, very good.
And to keep on it. So have there been some losses that have had to go against those?
Only a couple.
Okay.
Out of about, I'd say, a dozen trades, there's only been a couple of losses.
Okay. So it would be nice, Paul, to understand two things. One is your percentage of gain.
Yeah.
Because the dollar amount doesn't matter, percentage of gain and how many trades. So number of trades, percentage gain, number of trade losses, and percentage of loss to take against those wins. Because that's what in the end, that's what really matters the most. It's whatever the percentage of gain is, and it's irrelevant whether it's £100 or £1,000,000. It doesn't matter. It plays out in exactly the same way from that sort of point of view. So no, thanks for sharing, Paul. Is there any other comment you want to put in there? Or?
No. I'm looking forward to starting properly, if you like, with a proper account.
Okay.
Rather than just playing with this small £100 account.
Okay, cool. You can always add to the £100 and gradually increase that and still.
Well, I've done that in the past. Yeah, I mean, a few years ago with the ninjas, I grew a £200 account into a £2,500 account over 4 months, 5 months.
Yeah, that's the way. So mentors of mine have said, start out like you have, Paul, and then what you do is once you prove yourself, psychologically and mathematically, you just add more into that account, into the actual account, and then you increase your percentage from that point of view. Okay, thanks, Paul. So how's it going for you, Darren? I know you're following this quite, I mean, I don't know if you're trading other styles of other strategies. But...
No, I'm just sticking with this, Brian. It seems to suit my lifestyle really, because I work quite long hours, based from home quite a lot. On the road a couple of days a week. So it sort of suits me that even when I'm not at my desk out on the road, I can, every few hours or so, I can just check from my phone. In fact, when I was on holiday, I only had my phone with me, and I was able to pretty much follow all the trades, just from my phone. It was quite relatively easy, really. And I'm now able to sort of put lines on and that sort of thing from the phone. I've just got used to doing that. And, but I've not closed any trades. The only one, USD CAD, I've profited out, as you know. But I'm just sort of going with the flow of it at the moment. I'm trading on I'm trading on a proper size account, but at the moment with quite conservative lot sizes, for a while until build my confidence up, and at some point I'll sort of move to my normal sort of lot sizes, if you like, where I'm maybe putting 1% on per trade or something like that. So at the moment, quite conservative with my stop losses, with my lot sizes, and I'm not doing pending orders at the moment. Where you're looking at pending orders, I'm sort of setting an alert, putting a line at that sort of price level, setting an alert, and then sort of reacting to that alert, really.
Cool. That's certainly a way you can do it, Darren. There's no, you can have orders, you can have alerts, and then go to. But, I mean, I like the fact that you were saying you could put lines on and alerts on your phone, and then, because there's no big rush. I mean, this is on a 3-hour, 4-hour time frame that you're really looking at those changes. So you've got plenty of time to sort of react to it if you want to. Well, that's great. Good. And I don't know, Helen, I mean, I know Tom's sort of like heavily into this as well, but Helen, have you sort of been trialing it or not, or it doesn't matter? I mean, sorry.
Yeah, no, sorry, no, absolutely. I'm doing this and having a look at the
Silver Bullet.
Silver Bullet, yes. So primarily, but I'm only doing this on demo at the moment.
Yeah, and that's all cool. What has been your experience, if I can ask?
I closed them all. So far, I've tended to close them out at the end of the week, and I closed out. I guess because it's on demo, I haven't looked hugely. I haven't actually. I've got it all logged down, but I haven't actually calculated the percentages. I closed out 3 losses last week, and well, they were at the point where I decided I wanted to close them, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wins.
Okay.
I haven't done any calculations on that for last week.
Yeah, and it'd be nice to know, did the wins have more profit then, or was it a higher percentage than what the losses were? That's all
Yeah.
sort of thing.
Yeah.
So
No,
yeah,
I'll have a
good.
look at it. I haven't done that yet.
No, that's all cool.
Quick
No problems at all.
visual look. Yes, it was well more in profit than loss.
Well, okay, good, because that's all we really want. And
Yeah.
again, you're not going to win every trade. There are going to be losses, or there's going to be ups and downs in relation. There's like a GU I've got here. It's up 660 pips nearly. Sure, I've been in it for a while. Since the middle of July. So it's like that's real 2 months only, right? So it's not really a lot in the whole sort of scheme of things as far as I'm concerned with this sort of thing. And just to come back to sort of Darren's point, this suits my lifestyle as well, right? For me, it's a lifestyle thing. It's like, it's so simple from the perspective of I really only want to take trades in the overall high time frame trend. I'm going to look for where the best opportunities are to get in and just enter on the 3 hour. I've been using some orders. You could use alerts and then do market execution, or you can do orders, or you can do a combination of them, whichever way you sort of want to do it. But there's that whole sort of like 26 or 28 or whatever number of pairs, just Forex pairs, that we can look at. Some of them are very choppy, which we'll go through and have a look. So I don't tend to trade those. I don't, choppiness is not, unless you're going to be trading this on just sort of more a daily and only a weekly perspective, which you can do. There's no problem with that. It's like close them out at the end of the week, the profit, whatever. You could do a weekly run with trades and then get out, and then get back in again the next week if you want, right? The fact for me is that you will experience draw. Normally, you can, it depends on where your entry is, but normally you will experience some sort of drawdown before you'll start to get a profit either into a buy or sell direction. And a little bit like that, Darren watched me painfully with that CAD JPY, like it just like languished around and then took off, right? So that's what'll happen. It could be weeks or even a month that a pair will just sort of like tip up and down before it actually goes off in a direction. So those sorts of things will go draw down in positive, draw down positive, whatever it is, until it actually moves. And you may have forecast the incorrect direction, but if you go with what the higher time frame direction is, you're more likely to be in the direction that it's going to take off to. Yeah. So Tom, any of your comments that you want to, or feedback, where you're at, what's happening?
Okay.
Sorry, it's a bit open.
Well, here's the thing. I'm still trading like this, except I've added stuff to it because my thinking was, let's make this as easy on old Tommy boy as we possibly can. So what I did was I just found stuff that worked for me.
Yeah.
So now my loss rate is even lower, and I'm not taking as many trades. I'm only looking for certain things, and it's because what I've added to my charts to help me.
Oh, not more indicators.
So I'm still using these two things.
Oh, right, that's good.
The whole suite and I forget what the other one's called, but I've added stuff to my chart.
Right. Yeah. There's whole suite and CMA trend bars.
Right. Yeah.
Sounds like something else is coming here.
Oh no.
Well, I have a whole lot more on here than what Brian has, I can assure you.
Yeah. And how do you, so a question.
Let me explain. Let me explain
Yeah.
what my thinking behind this stuff.
Please.
Okay, so I actually boiled this down to the whole suite and the trend bars,
Yeah.
and I loved it. The problem being is there's no visual aid other than the candles themselves to tell me where we are on the chart.
Yeah, price
So
wise,
all
but
I did
you're
was-
using, but you're also using, you're using Heikenashes as well as a trending. Yeah, yeah, no worries. Just wanting to clarify. Yep.
Yeah, I use Hakanashis on both. In fact, I
Yeah.
listened to you, and next week I'm coming out of the weekly and I'm going into the daily time frame now and sticking
Yeah.
with a 3 hour. I want to try that to see if I can get in a little
Yeah.
sooner.
Yeah.
But yes, I've added indicators to my charts that work with the Hakinashi candle
Mm-hmm.
like clockwork.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're interested, I can show you. If not, you guys can go on like this and I won't bother you.
I think that, well, I don't know what consensus. I mean, I haven't got any problem with looking at some different things if it helps improve the situation for us. And if you're willing to share, then I'm all for it. We can choose,
Okay.
we can choose to not use it if we want to, but if we
Right.
find it's helpful, then like, why not?
Okay, well, let's stay on the 3 hour for now then.
Yep, that's where I am.
Okay. Let me get rid of that real quick. Let me go in here. Okay, so all I did was
So Tom, can I just ask, are you still using some orders like buy and sell stops or?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
Market
good,
orders,
lovely.
buy and sell.
Yeah, yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah, lovely.
I actually enjoy the presence of being here so I can put a market order on.
Yeah,
Those are the ones I actually enjoy.
Yeah.
The buy stops are fun so I can go to bed, but the market
Yeah.
orders are for me are what I really like.
yeah. It's a little bit, yeah. So it's good. Okay.
Okay, so what I did was I just did a top-down analysis basically of the 3 hour chart.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the indicators that I've added and explain each one and why.
Mm-hmm.
And then you guys can decide whether you or not you want to use them, because I have adjusted the settings and everything else. So
Okay.
we have the
First
CMA
things
trend
first.
bars.
First things first, Tom. Thanks for
Okay.
sharing. Thanks for sharing. I just appreciate the fact that you're
absolutely.
willing to share. Okay.
Absolutely.
All
So
right.
the CMA trend bars I have set at 7. I think that's where everybody's at.
Yeah, that's where I am at this point. Yep.
Okay. And then it's got the EMA checked. You guys have all that.
Yeah. Trend bar. Yeah. But not bar color. Okay.
Right. Okay. And then the whole suite.
Yeah. Got
Is
that on
5
8.
and 2.
No, it's 8 and 1.
No, let's go 5 and 2.
Oh my gosh.
I'll show you why. When you look at it, you're going to go, damn, that's kind of cool.
Yep. Anything else
Okay.
to change it here?
And then nothing else changes, especially on style. I think you guys are all the same on that one too, right? On style.
I'll just check. It's got everything ticked basically.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. And then put on Smart Money Concept.
Oh, that one. Okay.
Okay. Now you're going to have some changes in here too.
Oh no. Okay.
Okay. So it should be
Hysterical. Yeah, hysterical.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Colors. And then
Yeah.
I don't know whether this thing works or not, but I have that confluence filter checked.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
it
bullish
does.
structure is checked.
Okay.
Let's see. Wait, confluence. So it says show swing structure. That's what it is. Yeah, you
Yeah,
got it.
that one.
Show swing
Yeah.
structure. Okay, and then I just changed those to white so I can read them against my black screen. That's all. That's all I did with those.
You changed both of these to white, did you?
Yeah, so I
Yeah,
can just
okay.
see it.
Gotcha.
And
Yeah,
then if
yeah.
you want see where it says swing label size, you can actually enlarge the lettering so you could see it better if you want.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
took me a
which
minute
is
to find.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I just to normal.
And then I think
Order
premium
blocks? No.
discount zones.
Yeah, I got that. They're down here. Yeah.
Okay. And then that's it.
Yeah, you're not having any order block stuff.
Nope.
No, okay.
Nope.
I've got
Just
equal
that.
high. I got equal high lows in there though.
Well, you can. I mean, that's your
Yeah,
choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. Gotcha.
Okay. And then we're going to go to what's called super trend zone.
Oh my gosh.
And it's by Omega Tools.
Super trend. What is it?
Super trend zone.
Who's it by?
By Omega Tools. Super trend zone.
Doesn't show up there.
Oh, how weird.
It might. Super trend. No. Who's it by? Omega, did you say?
Yeah.
Nothing.
It's there. I mean, I got it.
Yeah,
I don't know
I understand.
how it doesn't show on yours. That's weird.
No. It's probably.
Try super trend as one word.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, sorry, where you're typing in the search.
Oh,
If you
as one word.
Try
Gotcha.
that. And then if you type zone in as well, because mine's just come up, because there's loads of
as in one word.
No, space zone, space ZONE.
It's really particular, isn't it?
Yeah,
Omega
there
Tools, here it is. Right, okay. Gotcha.
Okay, so let's go into that little cog.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that should be 4101 on the chart. The style is only, you can get rid of, so you see the first top four?
Yeah.
Everything else gets shut off. No, leave those on.
Oh.
Everything else gets shut off.
Oh, keep the top four.
Correct.
Right, gotcha. You don't want any of these?
Nah.
No.
All right.
Is that it?
That's it. Okay. And then go to twin range filter.
Oh, gosh. Twin. Who by who? Colin MCK? Or Algo?
Yes. Nope.
Colin.
Yep. Okay, let's go into that cog.
Yeah.
Okay, go over to inputs, and that should be 25, 1.5,
Yeah.
50, and 2.
Yeah. Style? Anything?
Nope.
You don't want that either.
No.
And
No, for those of you that don't know why we click those off all the time, it's because we're trying to keep our line item clean on the right-hand side.
yeah, correct.
That's why we turn those off.
Yeah.
Okay, and then go into...
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on.
Oh.
Okay, and then go into... let me find it real quick. Which one is that? It says, look for HA space market bias. Yep, there it is.
Professor K?
Correct. Okay, let's go to
Ooh.
that one.
Ooh.
And you want the inputs to be 200, 100, and 7.
Yeah.
And then style, you turn off the Heineken Smooth. Heineken, like I'm alcoholic.
Heineken.
And then leave the plots, get rid of the labels and the values.
Yeah.
Okay. And then this one is go into smooth.
Where? Under.
Nope, new indicator.
Oh.
Smooth. Haikanashi candles right there. It's by the back test.
That one.
That's the one.
Okay.
You got to put it on your. Oh, wait. You got to put it on your screen.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Okay, and then let's go into that one.
Yeah.
So in style, just get rid of the 2 bottom ones.
Oh, yeah.
And let's go to inputs. 10 EMA, 10 EMA chart. Wait for time frame. Perfect. Okay, and then the very last one
Oof.
is
Oof. Yeah.
CM. 1 second. Let me find it. Where in the heck is it? Well, this says on it, it says CM underscore
Mm-hmm.
ultimate.
Yeah. Chris Moody's.
MATMA. Is it Chris Moody?
Yeah.
I can't find it on my thing, so it must.
MTFV2.
Well, that's not the 2 though.
Oh.
Why can't I find it on mine though? 1 second.
CM underscore ultimate. Is it MA?
Oh, there it is. You're right. It's Chris Moody, but under mine it says ultimate moving average. It says something else. Go ahead.
MTFV2.
Yeah, it should
No?
say ultimate moving average multi-time frame 7.
Hmm.
So start with ultimate. Get rid of the CM.
Yeah, okay.
Ultimate moving average. That's the one.
That one.
Yep.
Well, you've got another one. Okay.
Okay.
They're
So I'm
both
gonna
got
explain-
basically the same amount of. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but I'm going to show you why it's important.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so let's go to inputs.
Mm-hmm.
It should be on chart.
Yeah.
A 5.
Oh, 5 moving average.
A 4.
Okay. Here a 4?
Yep.
Oh, that's hole in the, yeah, okay.
Then a 2,
Yeah,
50, and 1.
gotcha.
And then change color based on second MA. Yeah. Okay, that should be it.
Style, leave it.
Style, I didn't touch anything. I just took the labels and values off.
Yeah, which I did.
That's it. Okay, now go to your 3 hour, thin it out.
I'm on a 3 hour.
Yeah, but can you thin it out to where you're at?
Yeah, sure.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys right here how this works. Wow, you got all sorts of wicks on there. Okay, so let's go back into, that's something we need to take off. Let's see, which one is that? I believe that is your SHA.
Smooth Heiken-Eshes, take them off.
No, why don't you have? Oh, you know what you need to do? Go down to where it says wicks and see the color.
Mm-hmm.
Turn them black. And the green ones too, below it, or the red ones, I should say.
These ones.
Yeah. There you go. Now it's not so wicky. Now you can see it.
Ah, okay.
So what you're doing is you're time framing this. And the idea behind this is...
And leave them on Heiken-Eshes candles?
Yes, please.
Okay.
So all you're doing is you're watching this from a higher time frame. So the higher time frame being your ribbon. You see your big red ribbon above?
Yeah, it's a cell, which we know, yeah.
We know this. So if you're looking at this going, I wonder if this is going to pull up or pull down. If you're below the red, you're selling. If you're above the green, you're buying on just a big time frame.
Yeah.
Don't use this for any kind of anything else other than this is what I'm looking for on a higher time frame.
Yeah, you can see back here where it turned green. It was above the green. Yeah, I'm just trying to show.
Don't automatically assume it's going to bounce off or it's going to give you some great insight. It's just a visual. It's just a visualization of a higher time frame that either you're looking for buys or sell. That's all it does. It's just narrowing the big picture.
Yeah.
Okay. As we go down in it, you can see the red lines and the blue lines.
Where? Oh, yeah. Red lines there and the blue lines here. Yeah. Okay.
That's structure.
That's super trend.
That's super trend. So basically, when you see it above the red with the red ribbon, you're looking for sells.
Mm-hmm.
Just a higher time frame picture.
Mm-hmm.
We're no longer in the blues pushing up because now we started the red. So now our mind should only be we're looking for sells.
Yeah.
Because now we're going to trend down again.
Which that's what I've got.
Which is what you got.
Yeah.
And
I'm waiting for it to blow out down.
Blow out one side or the other, right?
Yeah, but I've been in it since this was an order. I think I've been in since the 7th of September and all it's done this. Yeah, which is cool.
Okay, so the smoothed out Heiken-Eshes candles are set at 200.
Yeah,
that's the green line in between all these little ups and downs. And all it's doing is slowing your eye down to get you away from the jumpy candles to tell you.
Is it, you mean it's these ones, these red ones to green ones to red ones to green ones?
Right.
Okay.
All it's doing is slowing you down in real time. So you're not thinking, oh, it's pushing back up, it's going to go fast. When it hasn't even broke this yet.
Yeah.
It's still underneath it. It broke above it. Did it close above the ribbon? No. So I'm still looking for sells.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So go down even further. And that is the no, not that one. It's that one. Okay. The CM Ultimate MA multi-time frame. Can you mute that so you could see where down at the bottom?
Yeah.
Can you mute it so everybody can see what disappears? Do you see the line we're talking about?
Yeah. Green and red. Yeah.
If you notice, it's either above or below the whole suite. All this is doing is giving you a candle before or right at the whole sweep to tell you it's changing.
Yeah, okay, let me just hone in here. I'm just going to come into this one bit here. Just
In
so
fact,
you
as we
can
go through
see.
these, Brian,
See it come and go there? It's like the trend bar.
it's like the trend bar.
Yeah.
Okay. So now that we know it's like the trend bar, turn the trend bar off.
That's by Moody.
And leave that one on.
Yep, gotcha.
You see how that looks different? The thing is, the trend bars couldn't come to that level of small indication. So this one actually comes one candle in quicker.
Yeah, it is. It's earlier, isn't it?
Which helps you. It gives you that verification, just that one candle quicker. So it's the same concept. Okay?
Yep.
Okay. So the whole suite is still the same. So now you're looking at it from a breakdown perspective. You're looking at it from the ribbon. Is it underneath the ribbon? Yes. Is it underneath the smoothed out Hakanashi candle? Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it below the red whole suite? Yes. Is it below the other CM ultimate line? Yes. That's what I'm looking for a sell. And then as further confirmation, if you're not sure when to get in, use your short sign.
Yeah, okay.
They're going to tell you that's the best place to take a short. So what I've been doing is I'm waiting until I get that short sign or that buy sign before I know it's on its way.
It's a long or a short, yeah.
Whether it's a long or a short. So
Or
it's going
short.
to tell me early that that one red line to green line is changing.
Yeah.
So I know I'm going to get in early. It's turning the whole suite green, so I know it's coming.
Yeah.
The other line has to be broken on its way up, which is going to give me my long, and that's where I get in.
You
Now,
get
as
in on
soon
the
as the
you get in
whole
on the
suite
short or
changes
get on the
again,
long.
Either way. Now,
Okay.
when the whole suite catches on,
Yeah.
let's say you bought it up and it's going up, it's going up, it's going up, and that whole suite turns red,
Yeah.
that's your first indication to get out.
Get out. Yeah. Okay.
You don't even have to wait for that other candle. In fact, you should be setting up a trade on that white candle that punctures right in the middle.
To actually get out of the buy into the sell.
Right. So if you
Okay.
see the whole suite, it's punctured, and you see that long wick there with that
And we
little candle right in the middle up at the top where it's at, right there.
Yeah.
Your entry should be at the bottom of that wick to the top of the greenest candle.
Yeah, there.
The high point.
So that there. Because it pushes back down again, gets you in, and then continues. Yeah, okay.
Correct. So that's the idea behind it. I don't take any one indicator as proof that it's going in a certain direction. So what I do on top of that is I look for.
But you're only going to take sells because the higher
money.
time frame are sells.
I'm sorry, what?
You're only going to take sells in this pair because the higher time frame is a sell.
Correct.
Good. I just wanted to clarify that.
Yes, absolutely. So the reason I'm still using the smart money concept indicator is if you can now shrink it down just a little bit.
Yeah, sure.
You can see there it says equilibrium right in the middle.
Yeah.
And then a strong high at the top and then a weak low at the bottom. So chances are that weak low is going to be taken.
Correct. Yeah, well, from
I'm still looking for sells to come after that weak low.
Yeah. And that was
a
where
strong high does not mean it's going to get beaten. It means there's a good chance it's going to bounce off that.
yeah.
Strong. So even if this starts to cross over into green, I'm still looking for it to go, that's a strong high, and then come back down and take that weak low.
So
But I have all the information sitting right there where your red ribbon is,
yeah.
where your weak and low and highs are,
Yeah.
and then the Hakanashi ribbon right in the middle is telling you not to panic because it's just swaying.
Yeah.
The red whole suite and the ultimate MA are telling you when to get in, and the shorts and the buys are telling you which candle to get in on.
Yeah. Okay.
It's just a breakdown of the chart that you're looking at. The problem I had with just using the whole suite and the trend bars, although it worked, was there was no mental direction where I could say, this is where probably this is going to happen.
Yeah.
That's the part that was beating me, because I didn't know whether I was right or wrong, because I had no idea what the picture looked like.
That's because you're mental and you needed more mental stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's just more confirmations, basically.
Yeah.
So now, rather than me thinking, oh yeah, this is going to drop for sure.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily going to drop for sure. It could push up.
No. It could push up.
Strong high and shoot.
Correct.
Back down.
And then come back down. That's right. They do a turtle soup on us.
But if you just mute all this stuff, you'll never see that sitting there.
Yeah.
So
but
all I did was I painted a picture for myself of what I think is happening, not what the market's telling me.
Yeah.
Because it's going to do what it wants to do anyway, but it just narrows the possibilities down for me to be right or wrong. Yeah.
Well, and the market will do whatever the market wants to do, as we all know, Tom. The thing, though, it's I like it. And just you see, I put an order on here. It activated the order for a CAD because I've got to sell. Because I took the higher time frame sell. My stop loss is up here. See where that red line is above that strong high. I did it anyway without all the other things in there.
Right.
So if it comes up,
you don't need all these other things. If you can see it, remove the indicators. I have a hard problem. I have a hard time seeing it.
Yeah. But in actual fact, you may need indicators for a period of time, and then you may start to pull them off if you can already see, because again, it's structure. It's part of the structure of it. But the simplest part is, what's the higher time frame doing, right? And where is it at the moment? I mean, I got into this after that drop. That was the rate call of keeping the interest rates on hold, AUD, and basically it pulled back up, evened out all of the drop, so it got its money back, and then it's dropping off again. So at this point, I knew it was going to probably pull back because it already done a pullback and dropped down. Where I got in was I had thought it would go down and break this low, but it didn't. So I've just been in it for a number of days. And as I sort of explained at the start of this, it goes into drawdown and profit, like the CAD-J thing. The only problem with CAD-J is I was in a sell on it, not a buy. I had taken the wrong direction. It was opposite to the higher time frame. I was trying to grab some pips and then get out, but I never did. I got stopped out. So
and in that case, this actually may have helped you.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
But
that was a little bit way back. We're talking weeks ago now, and I was sort of less structured to the rules of this that I'm following. So
I think her name is Julie. I don't want to mess up.
Yeah, Julie's been in the group. Yeah.
Yeah, she made the comment, I'm having a hard time deciding when to get in. And for the new people, I was thinking, okay, well, let's find the best way to get you in then.
Mm.
You know, if you have structure and you have indicators telling you what's what and where's where, and you
Mhm.
know, color changes and buy and sell signals and stuff like that, then use them to the right setting
Yeah.
to give you the best possibility. So the other thing that she can do is if you really look at this, I mean, really look at it, see the Hakanashi candles that are that red ribbon and green ribbon on the inside.
Yeah. These.
Would you take
Yeah.
a short for me?
Sorry.
Would you put a short on for me?
Yeah, sure. At this drop here.
Sure.
Okay. I can move it around if you want.
Yeah, that's fine. So the entry should be at that green ribbon. I'm sorry, the red ribbon, because it's a sell. And your
Yeah.
stop should be above that wick.
Oh yeah, sorry. Stop above the wick. The entry
Should
where
be
it
down
changes.
at the Hakanashi candles.
Oh yeah.
Down, keep going down, keep going down, keep going down, right there.
Yeah. Okay, gotcha.
So if
Yeah.
you just set your entry up when the Hakanashi at the top turns red, and you say, okay, where am I going to put my entry? Put it back at the smoothed out Hakanashis going across.
Yeah.
Because if
Yeah,
you look, every one of them halfway, when it changes, they go through the Hakanashi.
Yeah. And if
It's
I
a
pull it,
smoothed out ribbon.
if we pull it over there, you can see. I mean, it did go sideways, but the point is, if you were there, but this would have to. You could put an order in, but you wouldn't know where they are.
What do you mean you went over there?
Well, let me put it this way. If that's all that you see here, you don't know whether it's going to sell because, well, you do have the sell on there, but you don't know where this, sorry, hang on a minute. I've got to, get out of there. You don't know when, if I pull it across, at this point, you can say sell, but you don't know where the Hakanashis will change though. Where this smoothing.
Yeah, but you don't have to.
No, you can mark it. No. I want to come back one point, Tom. But if you're not there at that time when it changes, you can't do a market execution. I'm saying to place an order, you don't necessarily know where that's going to change. Maybe that's what I should have said. Yeah.
Correct. So in my explanation of this, can you go back up to that top right there where you put the order in and drag it across?
Oh yeah, sure.
So you can't see it. There you go.
Yeah.
That's your first candle you see, and it's turned red.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
See that green going up in the candles?
Yep.
And then it turns red? Yeah. So you see the long? See where it says long?
Oh yeah, long. Yeah.
Okay, so it's going up, it's going up, it's going up, it's going up, going up,
yeah.
And it turned red.
Yep,
see
coming back down.
Yeah, white candle.
Yep.
So now if you put your order in and you put your order at the entry of that green Hakanashi line going up.
Right. Gotcha.
You don't need to see the Hakanashi line turning red.
Yeah, because it'll be over here.
Right.
Yeah, because it'll be on
at the top it's changing. It's giving you an early indication that it's changing.
Yeah.
So now if you just play the odds of the Hakanashi candles, once they turn red, and you put your entry at the Hakanashi wave on the smooth candle, regardless of where it's at, if it keeps going up, you're not going to be anyway.
That's right. Yeah, exactly the same as with my EJ and Euro NZD. They just went in the other direction. So I haven't forfeited anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So if you just look at it as a halfway point, anytime you slide those candles over, including where it's at now, you saw the long, it went up.
Yeah.
It turned red. There's your wiki candle.
Correct. Yeah, you
It's
put it in here.
You put it in there.
Yeah,
Now, this
which
still-
I already
this is
got an
green.
entry. Yeah,
Which means if to make this Hakanashi candle red, this line wave, you're going to
Yeah.
have to have at least one more candle.
correct. And then it'll break down red. But you've already got a short there, and you've got the red in the ultimate
Everything
MA.
lines up.
Yeah,
You're under your ribbon.
yeah,
You're still in a downtrend.
yeah.
You're into the trade.
Well, we'll see what happens when the market opens, though. In half an hour, it's like
Exactly.
it could go boy. It's like
That's why I don't trade on Sunday. But
yeah,
I'm just
it's why I
saying,
don't trade
you know,
for the first
if we do
12
come into
hours of
New
the
York
yeah,
on Monday or Tuesday, whenever you come in, look
Yeah.
where your candle patterns are from the
Yeah.
movement of the night before.
yeah.
If they're down at the bottom like this, expect them to turn, give
and
you
pull
a
back
green,
up.
and shoot off for the day.
Yeah.
If they're
Hmm.
green, look for the red at any time frame, London, Asian, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
Always go in the opposite direction you think it's going to go when the time frame comes for that
Yeah.
market.
Yeah. So, Tom, it's open forum. Paul, Darren, Helen, have you got any questions for Tom's mentalness?
Can you just go through all that again?
Yeah, can you just go through them all again? It's in the recording, Paul.
Yeah, I'd have to watch. I would have to watch the.
Does it make a sense to
Yeah,
you guys at least? Is it overcomplicated?
It definitely makes sense, Tom. I think for me, it would just be because I haven't managed to put them all on the chart as we've gone along. So I would just want to go back and kind of study it and work on it in my own time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Okay.
It does.
So what you could do is you can skip from, you just want to go through the pairs and look at this stuff.
Yeah. Whip through. Yeah. No worries at all. So hang on a minute. Paul's right. Helen, okay. Paul, we can go through them, but it is in the recording. So if you want to get, so Darren, is it like people don't have to use this if you're still doing what you're doing without any of these extra indicators, and that's all cool too. It's not something that Tom's just basically just sharing other things. This is not a you have to have type stuff. But also
this was more help for Julie than anything, because I know she was struggling.
Yeah. But Eve also too, if you've got, say, a trading view that you can't have this many indicators on it, then that's also an issue if you want to have them. So it just depends on the level that you've got in trading view as well. So that's something to consider. So confusing or helpful, Darren?
Well, over the sort of 3 years that I've been doing this, I've sort of gone from having lots of indicators, then getting rid of them, and then putting indicators on again. And I like the idea recently of stripping it all back again to just a couple of indicators, and then just trying to get used to seeing these these price points, these price levels and things, seeing them sort of more naturally rather than relying on indicators. And I think being a bit more experienced, I think I can do that. And as I say, I also think when I've had lots of indicators before, it's sort of I've
confusing.
Found it sort of kept me out of as many good trades as bad trades. But maybe that's me not quite using them correctly. But
no, but that's actually what happens to most people, Darren. If you got lots, it's easy enough to look at one and they conflict with another and then say no, yes, no, whatever.
Yeah, you try to make it tick all the boxes, and it doesn't quite tick them. You don't get in and then think, well, maybe I've indicator overload. But
well, as I said before too, Darren, it's like you don't have to have these things on. The ability for you to say, go to each one of them and switch them off
Yeah.
or not is up to you. If you find it helpful, great. If not, I mean, it's a matter of clearing them. I mean, I can't see myself using all of these, you know, because of just seeing where structure is. I'm quite liking putting orders in, and for me, it's really basic. It's like, what is the higher time frame doing? What's the direction? So I'm only going to take trades in that direction. First tick, right? If I get stuck in a bit of a sideways movement, and you know, as long as I know that it's less likely to break this high up here, and if it does, well, that means it's going to go in a totally different direction at that point then, right? Because it's totally broken structure. But if I'm within that range and eventually it's going to go down, I'm going to be in profit. So I'm going to be in drawdown profit, and then all of a sudden it'll do a drop off like EuroCAD. I had an order on EuroCAD, and where is it there? And it just dropped out. You know, I had an order there, and it sort of went into drawdown, okay, then drawdown there, and then it dropped off the cliff. Because why? I was getting it in the overall sort of where that higher time frame direction is there. So yeah, that was there. It hit a peak. This is on the daily, and then it dropped, pulled back, got ready, and then dropped back out again. I think it'll break this low down here. I think it'll still keep going. So I'm going to stay in this trade. I mean, I could have got out there, and then you could not get in the buy, and then wait for it to turn again and get into another sell. It's whatever you want to do. For me, I just go like, hey, this is going to sell. I'm going to stay in this thing. Like I'm up, what was it, 178 pips, and I was basically in drawdown and up for you know, a number of days, and then all of a sudden I woke up and it's like, woof, what the hell happened there? But it was great. It clicked in. So higher time frame, what's it doing? I'm into it, right? Okay, so we'll keep with that. Okay. So AUD, weird at the moment. High time frame still sell, but we've got this pull up, right? This is AUD CHF. Like, for me, this is like foreign. We're now above this higher time frame sell. It's pulled back. I still think that this is gonna, we got a strong high all the way up here. So it's whether it'll break that or not. I still think this is just going to, at some point, drop out. But I'm not taking any of these buys, and you'll see I haven't taken them. I'm into getting ready for a sellout. They're just pushed up here. Get ready for it to break structure, maybe pull back and then get in. It broke structure there. That was the rate on hold news, and then it just kept pushing back up. All right. Anytime you want to jump in with questions, AUD JPY, right?
I actually need to go, I'm afraid.
That's okay. No worries.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Tom.
You're welcome. Bye, Helen.
See you all soon.
Yeah, thanks, Tom. Again, just not.
Bye.
Alice's cactus, really big, was just there. Look at it come down to that and then pull away. So at the moment, AUD JPY is just going sideways. This is one I'm not going to trade because of this sort of setup at the moment. Yeah, sort of just weak high there. I don't know what's going to happen, whether it will buy. It looks like it's into buy, right? Higher time frame, but I'm not really. AUD as I don't trade. That also too is going buy up. AUD Singapore. This is still in sell. It's a little like that AUD CHF and CAD, but AUD USD, That's still sell. Even though that's pulled up, I reckon we're going to have a drop off. Yeah? It has a weak low there, strong high, whatever you know. And I've got multiple trades on this. I'm in a trade from up here. Like if you just stay in them, like sure, it sucked back and I had less profit, but then bang, I'm back in profit and then pulled up. And it's like, I'm looking at this to break that low down here and take me from like, 383 pips profit from that one up there. Plus, I don't have any others. I need to put some orders in, right? I need to put an order on this one. Get ready. Alistair's forecast was it to come up here. I don't know whether it will. CAD CHF, it might. So look at that. Swiss franc changed from a red to a green higher time frame. I'm still waiting for a sellout on this, right? I don't know when. It looks like it might pull way up here somewhere. We'll just see. And I only want to take a sell because overall higher time frame sell. CAD buy. Oh, look at it. Beautiful. Look at this. A week high. Looks like it'll pull back and then go back up. I was stuck in all of this stuff and now look what it's done. As I said, well, my CAD there, 100 pips. Fantastic. Thank you. And yes, I'll probably give back some and then hopefully it'll pull back up and make even a higher. You look at it over here. Got a couple of peaks over here to break. Okay, CHF JPY. Right, still pull back down. I only want buys, but it's not ready yet, right? So let's go with the Euros. Euro AUD. Now, Euro's weakened off, right? We've got a slight change on the, buy. There's a little pullback, if you can see over here. There was a pullback like that, and then off it went again. I think this is just a pullback it's doing before it does go back off again, right? So that's Euro AUD, not in that because that, again, is against the overall trend. This may be a swing high, but we'll see whether it breaks structure or not. Euro CAD, down it goes. Beautiful. I'll stay in that. I think that's the swing high. It's coming down. Euro CHF, sideways. Don't want to know about it. Euro GBP, a little bit sort of sideways. It is pushing back up, right? But I think overall, it's a sell. So from this point here, from the daily, but, I want to see this break that line, come back down, pull back, and then get ready to go down. Euro JPY, again, I've got this as a buy, right? But it's sort of been pulling back at the moment. That's why I've got that order in place, which I put there with a stop loss there, but it's now pulled down to this point. Euro NZD is another order I had there, but it pulled back down. I was waiting for it to pull back and then keep going up because it is a buy over here on the daily. Euro Singapore, same thing. It's pulled back down, waiting for it to pull back up again. It may be at swing high. We're probably into sell now. All right. From this point of view, it is. Actually, what I'm going to do is put that as a blue because that's one to look at. Euro USD. It has broken there. Wait for a pullback up, and then you could get into a sell on this one. I'm going to put this one on as a blue too. Right? It all depends. Is this now a change swing high? It depends if it breaks structure, right? All right, then we go GA, all the G's, right? It has been buy. We have this sell. I'm waiting for it to buy again, right? It's got a weak high, strong low down here. It's less likely to break that. Gone through equilibrium. It's more likely to break the high. GBP CAD. Yeah, it's got a weak low on this. Ooh. It looks like that's on the way back down. We'll see. GBP CHF. Ugh, sideways, forget it. GBP JPY, you want this, right? So I think we're going to end up with a buy, but, you know, like we'll need to sort of, it's still in that buy trend, okay? GBP NZD, same, pulling, it's pulled back down, but it hasn't changed. Still green in here, right? I still think it's going to come back up. As it says, weak high. GBP Singapore, let's see. It has broken structure down here. See, broken structure. It has a weak low. Wait for a pullback and maybe a sell. And GU, it has just kept plummeting down. I was annoyed that I didn't get into that as an order on Friday before it dropped back out. Anyway, I didn't. So just a weak low, ready to break it, it'll pull back and then back down again. Okay, NZDs.
Would you wait for another pullback on that then, Brian, would you? Or
yeah, well,
having missed the
knowing there's going to be a little pullback, I don't think it'll be significant. Well, it depends. I mean, that was a pullback there, but if you, and that's a pullback, like you just, because it's finished as a sell, there probably will be a pullback when market opens and then back into sell. I'd wait for it to see how far it pulls back and then put an order, a sell order just below it, ready for it to come back down. And then I'll sort of track it up if I need to. Get ready for that sell out to break that low. All right, NCAD. It's in the sell, only takes sells, right? And it's done a pullback, a push down. If it breaks that bottom low, or it might just pull back a bit before it does, that's another one. I've got it marked here to look at. All right, that's highly likely. NZD-CHF. Really I want to take sells, so we'll just see. NZD-JPY, sideways, I'm not really sort of wanting to do that. NU though, I've been looking at this getting ready for a sell. Now, it depends on what happens in the next 12 hours. See, it's pulled back and create a lower high. This pulls back, I'll be ready for a sell. I have an order here in place with a stop loss up there. Okay. Already, that one. Actually, yeah, okay. Blue was an order, that's right. And the orange was the lookout, I've got to remember. Singapore Japanese yen, still in a buy for this. It clicked in there, pull back, draw down, I'm in positive, right? It's got a weak high, so pull back and then go up higher. So UCAD, as I said, I've got an order in place for this, right? For a sell, it's done a pullback. Let's see what happens, right? More likely to pull back down here now. So it's just sitting there ready to come back down and break it. It does say strong low down there, but we'll just see. We will see. Okay, it doesn't matter. If it doesn't come down here and it just goes up, then I'm not going to be any trade, so it won't matter. This is currently a buy. It has broken structure. So if it breaks the top here, then we'll see. If it doesn't, then I'm looking at it to sell. UJ in this one for a buy. I still think it'll come up into that area up here. And then I'll decide whether I want to get out or not. US, that also is buy. You can see off there from start of the year, that's swing low. It's in a buy. You could do whatever you want in here somewhere. I think we'll get it's a weak high. So it might be a good position to get in this one. I'm going to turn that one to an orange. And then gold is just doing its thing. There you go. There's your lot. A few there to look at. Some, was it blue is that I've got? Oh no, that one was, no, I should change these to orange. Got to remember my color coding. The blue ones are ones that I've got orders sitting on. And when they get into them, I change them to a red or green, depends on where to buy. And the ones with the orange, I need to come back and look at them. And the purple are just like, monitor. All right.
So you're looking for a buy on USD JPY?
USD JPY. Yes, a buy. Yes. Well, I'm in a buy.
Yeah, I'm already in it.
I'm in it on a buy. Because it's got a weak high. And I can see it here from it. There's a range between there and there. I can see it coming up to this area and then dropping back down again or breaking. It could even break that high over here.
Well, from where it's at right now, if you throw a fib from the high to the low, you're only 100 pips from the 88.
Yeah, I know.
On the fib.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'm still in the green. I would have liked to have got in here earlier, here, but I didn't. So, but this was a market execution. I think I did it on Thursday or somewhere. I can't remember now. Oh, where was it? The 15th. Whenever the 15th. Yeah, it would have been my Thursday. Yeah. And I'm, 2 pips up, but that's not the point,
Right. The only thing for me is direction it's going to go at London Open.
Yeah, and that's fine.
Because right now it's so close to that top. I got a feeling to do a quick pullback for the push.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's okay. I'm not worried about that. I'm just go and draw down for a bit and then we'll go back up.
Which will get us to New York.
Yeah.
And once it reaches that order block here at the top, what time does news come on down there at the bottom?
That's
the 19th. So that'd be tomorrow.
Yeah.
What time is that for you?
Sorry, I'll be there in a minute. I can't at the moment, just a sec. Yeah. I've got to go in a minute, guys. I've got people at me.
Boss is calling, man.
Oh, yes, he's there.
So that's what I'm saying. Is I'm looking at the news down here for a possible change of direction because we are so close to the 88.
Yeah. It may just pull back a little bit.
Change of direction as far as, a bigger pullback.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not a change of direction, but a larger pullback.
Yeah. Yeah, like whatever. Okay.
If you notice, we already have a change of character at the top.
Yeah.
There to your left.
The breaker structure there, yeah.
Yeah, so we had a change character, break a structure, looking for a pull up for a new break a structure, and then a push down for a possible break a structure, but not change of character. That's where the equilibrium is going to come in.
Yeah. All right. Well, I better get going, fellas. Right. That's
Good
right.
seeing everybody.
Thank you very much. Thanks, Paul.
Brian.
See how you go. Put a note in the chat if you get into any trades. We'll see how we all go.
Yeah, will do.
All right. Thanks a lot. Ciao.
Take care, everyone.